My name is Sina Nejad, and I'll welcome you to our meeting along with our fellow commissioners. Would you please call the roll?
Chairman Najad,
Here?
Commissioner Beatty,
Present.
Commissioner Jabbar,
Present.
Commissioner Javid,
Here.
Commissioner Linton,
Here.
Commissioner Macon,
Here.
Commissioner Noyola is absent, Commissioner Pate is absent, Commissioner Karishi.
Here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. You have been sent the minutes of the meeting of November 21st, 2022. If there are no changes or corrections, I would look for a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion to approve the minutes of November 21st, 2022. Is there any second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. With that said, we're going to start with our first case is PZ 2022370.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
File PZ 2022-370 is a request by Ms. Blythe Huckhill of Access Surveyors, LLC, requesting approval of a replat of Lot 59, Natchez Terrace Addition into Lots 1, 2, and 3, Highway 105 Addition, Number 1, Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas, for property located at 8525 Highway 105. The lots on Tolliver Road do not meet the minimum lot width requirement, but were approved for variance by the Board of Adjustment on November 3rd, 2022. The purpose of the plat is to create 2 new buildable lots along Tolliver Road. All utilities are present and available to all lots. I'm going to show you a couple of slides. The lot outlined in red is the subject property, and this is the proposed replat. It will leave the main lot facing Highway 105 and create the 2 new lots facing Tolliver Road. We mailed 8 notices to property owners within 200 feet and received no responses in favor or in opposition.
Thank you. Any questions? All right. Is the applicant in the audience?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
If you would please state your name and address for the record and give us any additional information you might have.
I'm Mitch Bracken with Access Surveyors, representing the owner, Kendra Williams.
And your address, please?
The address of Access Surveyors is 11725 Old Oath Road in Beaumont.
Great, thank you. Go ahead.
And I believe that you've heard everything that we need to hear regarding the.
Okay, no other information.
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. And there are no conditions, and perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
I trust there's no questions for the gentleman, right?
No.
Okay. Now we're going to open the floor to public hearing. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak for or against this case? None is heard, so we'll close the public hearing. We heard from the staff and also the applicant, and I will look for a motion.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? The ayes have it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bracken. Case number PZ 2022448.
File PZ 2022-448 is a request by Mr. Scott Bracken and Ms. Amy Lee of Access Surveyors, LLC. They're requesting approval of a replat of Lot 18, Block D, Mayfair 2nd Edition, into Lots 18A and 18B, Mayfair 2nd Edition, Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas, for property located at 1755 Amelia Street. The purpose of the plat is to divide the property into 2 buildable lots. All utilities are present and available to both lots, and both lots meet the minimum lot requirements. The property outlined in red is the subject property. And this is the proposed replat of the property, dividing it into 2. We mailed 17 notices to property owners within 200 feet within the subdivision and received no responses in favor or in opposition to this request.
Any questions? Mr. Bracken, do you have any information you want to give us?
No additional information.
Okay, I'll just let you sit there comfortably since you've already been up here one time.
Yes, sir.
Great. No questions for Mr. Bracken? Okay. Public hearing. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak for or against this case? None is heard, so we close the public hearing. We have the staff recommendation, and Mr. Bracken did not have any other information that he wanted to give us, so I do look for a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? The ayes have it. Well, Madam Mayor, thank you for being brave in the cold weather and joining us. So if you would please lead us onto the joint meeting.
Thank you, Chairman. May I have your call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Mouton,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Durio is absent. Councilmember Felshaw,
Present.
Councilmember Turner, Councilmember Neal, Councilmember Getz,
Present.
Councilmember Samuel.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a joint meeting between forums of Beaumont City Council and the Planning Commission. Today will be the only opportunity that you will have to speak on any items that are presented today. The Planning Commission will make recommendations to Beaumont City Council. At that time, we will meet on it within the next 3 weeks. And if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say or say, please make sure that you do it today, because there will not be public hearings for Beaumont Council, Beaumont City Council. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Case number PZ 2022472.
Obey Nazer requests approval of a specific use permit to operate a vehicle storage facility in the GCMD zoning district located at 1035 Grand Street. Mr. Nazer has been operating with Hawk Towing Service for 3 years and is relocating his business to be in conjunction with an existing automotive repair shop. Section 28.04.008, subsection 15 of special conditions states in a GCMD district, a towing service with storage of more than 10 vehicles shall be permitted only with a specific use permit. The City of Beaumont Police Department requires all towing services to be registered with the city, in addition to bearing proof of being licensed and permitted as tow truck pursuant to state statutes. In order to be considered on the city's tow rotation list, the towing service must have a physical location and be fully registered with the city, including adhering to all requirements as set forth in section 6.08 tow trucks, towing companies, and tow truck operators of the city's ordinances. Staff recommends approval with the following conditions. Number 1, the applicant shall be in conformance with all City of Beaumont police requirements. Number 2, the applicant shall obtain an issued certificate of occupancy from building codes. Number 3, inoperable vehicles shall not be located outside of private property. Number 4, if applicable, any lighting installed on the property shall deflect away from neighboring residences. Notices were mailed out to 25 property owners. We received 1 in favor and 1 in opposition. Opposition states it looks like a junkyard that can depreciate the value of the property. This is the zoning map. It's surrounded by GCMD. This is aerial photography. And this is the site plan. So to explain the site plan a bit, This is the auto repair shop up here. The area that is outlined in red, they're wanting to place a 6-foot fence to encompass their property. And then these right here are how they're going to situate the vehicles that come in, and this is the gate of how they're going to exit in and out. And I do believe that the applicants are present. This is the subject property. This is to the south, to the east, to the north, and to the west.
Any questions for the staff? Thank you, ma'am. Is the applicant in the audience? Good afternoon, sir. If you would please state your name and address for the record and give us any additional information you might have.
My name is Abay Nasser. I'm the manager of Hawthorne. The address is 1035 Grand Street.
All right, Mr. Nasser, any additional details that you have?
Anything we're going to do, it will be according to the rules for the police department in order to get that approved. Any lighting is going to be inside the storage lot, not outside of it.
You do understand the 4 conditions that the staff has recommended?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are putting new fencing
Yes, sir.
in there, okay. Have you talked to any of the neighbors prior to this?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Any questions for the gentleman?
What are your operating hours?
The storage will be between 8 to 5. After hours, the customer need to give us an hour notice.
Okay,
But you might be there in the middle of the night bringing a car from a wreck, right?
Yes, sir.
But your business hours is not formally, is only 8 to 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have any questions. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I noticed there was a car that was parked almost to the street. It was closest to Green Street on the slide that was shown. So with the fencing being put in, that won't be a problem with keeping the vehicles right there.
Yes, ma'am. This car is removable, drivable. We can move it. It was just, we just put it there for, to organize it. But the fence will have the right of the way for pedestrians. So it's not going to be close to the street, it'll be like 20 feet back. So, the pedestrian has the right of the way.
So the fence is gonna come to the edge of the building and all the way to the street?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Like 20 feet, so, according to the rules, so we need
Right.
that right of the way for pedestrians.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We now open the floor for public comments. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak for or against this case? None is heard, so we close the public hearing. We've heard from the staff and the applicant does understand the 4 conditions that were imposed by the city. And with that, I'll look for a motion.
A motion to approve with the 4 conditions?
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, and is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? The ayes have it. You folks have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Madam Mayor, you can send us home now.
okay.
Thank you, we are adjourned, thank you for coming in. Merry Christmas to all of you.
This does look kind of junky. It's a in and out place, yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be an improvement with the